Good of Good morning to one and all. Today we are discussing the topic that is nothing but Hadoop concepts. In Hadoop concepts, we can see in previously Hadoop features. What are the applications? And coming now, we have seen the Hadoop concepts, blocks. What ma blocks? Today we have seen the Hadoop tools. Tools is nothing but some components. Whatever we are using at Hadoop. Okay, now we can discuss about Hadoop tools. What is a Hadoop? Hadoop is an open source distributed file system framework for storing and processing of a huge amount of data sets with clusters of commodity hardware. Once again, I have to repeat what is a Hadoop. Hadoop is an open source distributed file system. The name says open source distributed file system framework. Okay, it's nothing but some template for whatever we are storing and processing a large amount of data or a huge amount of data sets with clusters of commodity hardware. Okay, with clusters of some group of something of commodity hardware. Now we can learn about the Hadoop tools. Coming to the diagram of blocks, the figure illustrates you each and every block. Some explanation is there. First of all, if you have to look at this diagram clear cutly, otherwise you can't understand. If you have to listen carefully this diagram, whatever I can read that what is what. Okay, first of all, in one block, first block, you have to read EW. What is EDW? Enterprise data warehouse. Okay, in that we have to take EDW connectors. Okay, enterprise data warehouse connectors. Okay, coming to the first block, we can see B1 applications. Okay, BI applications. There are so many applications by using this B1 block applications. First one is, what is a block? A disk has some block size, okay, which is the minimum amount of data that it can be read or write. Okay, coming to the file systems for a single disk, it built on this by dealing with data in blocks which are an integral multiple of the disk block sizes. Okay, now we can learn about the file system blocks, or typically a few kilobytes in size, while the disk blocks are normally arranged at 512 bytes. Okay, this is generally transparent to the file system user who is simply reading or writing a file of whatever length. Okay, so there are so many tools, Hadoop tools, to perform file system maintenance, such as something file system database. We want to store some data that operate on that file system block level. Okay, we can learn about each and everything. Coming to the applications, we are using query, analytics, reporting and statistics. And coming to the one more block, EDW connectors, enterprise data warehouse connectors. If you have some framework, one template will be there, orchestration framework. In that, if you have to learn about Hadoop base, Chuka in the sense, Chukwa in the sense, it is nothing but it is a distributed file system. And coming to the Flume in the sense, whatever data, if you have to transport it to that file system. And coming to the Zookeeper, the explanation will be in the below slide will be there. Okay, it is also some transporting, some distributing the Hadoop file systems. Okay, and coming to the third block, whatever you have to learn about the data access framework, how we can access the data to at a framework. If you have something elements will be there, pig, hive, scoop, avro, avro. These elements I can discuss in the below slide. Okay, one by one, what is what. Okay, and coming to the network block, if you have to study about network block, if you have to store some something data at framework side, data storage framework. It is nothing but what we want to say in the sense Hadoop file system. In the sense Hadoop file system, it has the concept of a block, but it is a much larger unit, 64 MB by default. Okay, like in a file system for a single disk. Files in a Hadoop file system are broken into block-sized chunks, okay, which are stored as independent units. Okay, unlike a file system for a single disk, a file in Hadoop file system that is smaller than a single block, okay, does not occupy a full block's worthy of underlying the storages. Okay, what does I can say, in that block we want to store the data Hadoop file system. And coming to the beside one, that is nothing but data processing framework. What we have to process there? Data. Okay, that is nothing but MapReduce. We can take this data processing framework, that is nothing but MapReduce. And then further block we have to learn about Java virtual machine, and later we have to study about the operating system Linux. Okay, by making this a block large enough, the time to transfer the data from the disk, it can be made to be significantly larger than the time to seek the start of that block. Okay, thus we want to the time will become to transfer a large file made of multiple blocks, operates at the disk transfer rate. Okay, in each and every block we want to do what the task, we have to transfer some larger files and made it of multiple blocks. We want to operate at the disk, and we want to transfer that rate. Okay, and last finally we can take something Dell PE or something processing elements, or and C servers will be there. And finally we have seen here further blocks will be there, that is nothing but backup and recovery. And one more thing, deployment, in the sense of delivery. And then security will be provided in each and every file system. And we want to take last and finally management, how we can manage to compute the process at the hardware requirements, whatever they given. Now we have to study about each and every one, what is what. Okay, first one we have to learn about MapReduce. What is a MapReduce? It is nothing but data processing framework. What we want to process a data at a framework. What is nothing but MapReduce? It is nothing but a distributed data processing model and execution environment that runs on large clusters of commodity missions. What I meant to say in the sense MapReduce, it is nothing it is a distributed data processing model and execution environment. It is a distributed data processing model and execution environment that runs on large clusters of commodity mission. Now we can learn about what is a Hadoop file system. What does the Hadoop file system can do? Can you learn about what we have to take in something data processing, data storage framework. What we can store now? Data storage. What we can store? Data storage framework. That is nothing but a Hadoop file system, a distributed file system that runs on large clusters of commodity machine. The same thing, that is nothing but a Hadoop file system, a distributed data in the nothing but some file system that runs on a very large, very huge clusters of commodity machines or hardware, whatever it may be. And coming to the what elements, we have to learn about something network access. Here learn about, look at this diagram, data access framework. What we have to access there? Data. The data access framework. If you have to learn about 5 things. What is that? HBase, Hive, Pig, Avro and Scoop, and one more thing, Zookeeper is also there. Okay, first of all, if you have to learn about Avro, AVRO, in the sense it is a serialization system. serialization. The name tells one by one, serially. Okay, a serialization system, for it should be efficient and cross language, nothing but remote procedure call, and it should be persistent. It should be a persistent data storage. What I meant to say in the sense, a serialization system for efficient and cross language RPC and persistent data storage. Now coming to the data access network, that is nothing but PIG. What is that? That is nothing but one of the data access network concept include in that PIG. What that exactly in the sense, a data flow language and execution environment for exploring very large data sets, and PIG runs on Hadoop file systems and map reduce clusters. What I meant to say in the sense, if you have to take in a data flow language and the execution environment for we want to exploring the very large amounts of data with clusters, or very large data sets, okay, we want to explore it, and the PIG runs on Hadoop file systems. And one more, we have to take in a map reduce clusters. Nothing ma PIG in the sense, a data flow language and execution environment for we want to learn about for we want to exploring very large amounts of data with clusters and data sets. PIG runs on Hadoop file system and map reduce clusters. Okay, now coming to the one more data access network, that is nothing but a Hive. HIVE. Hive is nothing but a distributed data warehouse. A distributed data warehouse. Hive manages data stored in Hadoop file systems, and it provides a query language based on SQL. Okay, based on SQL, and which is translated by the runtime engine to map reduce jobs for querying the data. What I meant to say in the sense, it is a distributed data warehouse. The Hive data access network manages, we want to store data in Hadoop file systems, and it provides a query language. What language? Structural query language, based on structural query language, and which is translated by the runtime engine, to map reduce jobs, for querying the data. And coming to the HBase, it is nothing but a Hadoop. How the base, it will be a distributed column oriented database. HBase uses Hadoop file systems for its underlying storage, and it supports both batch style computation by using MapReduce and point queries, nothing but random reads. Okay, what I meant to say in the sense, Hadoop base is nothing but it is a distributed and column oriented database. And finally, we have to learn about Hadoop base by using Hadoop file system for its underlying storage, and it supports both batch style computation by using MapReduce and the point queries like random reads. Okay, coming to the one more, that is nothing but Zookeeper. Okay, it is also one more data access network. Okay, Zookeeper is not a data access framework it is a orchestration framework. What I meant to say, orchestration framework. Here already we discussed previously HBase, that is nothing but Hadoop base and Zookeeper are the orchestration framework. Okay, these two include orchestration framework, Hadoop base and Zookeeper. Okay, coming to the Zookeeper now, what is meant by Zookeeper? What is the purpose of that one? In the sense, it is a distributed and a highly available coordination service. What we can say, it is a highly available coordination service. So Zookeeper provides the primitives. What Zookeeper provides? Primitives such as distributed logs, blocks that can be used for building distributed applications. What ma? That can be used for building distributed applications. What I mean to say, Zookeeper, it is a distributed and a highly available coordination service. So Zookeeper provides the primitives. What primitives? Primitives. In a key we have some primitive keys. Zookeeper orchestration framework, we have to, in that we have Zookeeper, it provides primitives such as distributed locks. What ma? Distributed locks that can be used for we are building the distributed applications that can be used for building distributed applications that can be used for building distributed applications. Coming to the Scoop is nothing but data access network. If you have seen this diagram and understand in a clear way, look at this. Here Hadoop base and Zookeeper, these are included yet orchestration framework. And coming to the PIG, Hive, Scoop, Arrow, these are included at data access framework. Okay, now we can learn about the concept of Scoop. Okay, what we have to learn, Scoop. What is nothing but Scoop? It is a data access network, a tool. It is a tool in the sense some component. It is for efficiency moving data. Okay, efficiently moving data. A tool for efficiently moving data between relational databases and Hadoop file systems. A tool for efficiently moving data between relational databases and Hadoop file systems. What I mean to say, a Scoop is nothing but it is a data access network, a tool for efficiently moving data between relational databases and Hadoop file system. This is the concept of Hadoop tools. Okay, Hadoop tools in the sense some components, whatever concepts we have to learn about they have here, that is nothing but it is related to that blocks concept. What concept? Blocks concept. By making a block large enough, the time to transfer the data from the disk, it can be made to be significantly larger than the time to seek the start of the block. Thus, the time to transfer a large file made of multiple blocks operated at the disk through transferring rate. Okay, now we have to learn about a disk has a block size. This is the concept of Hadoop tools. Later we can discuss the topic that is nothing but we have to learn about the topic configuring and running a job. Okay, in later video we can discuss.